Welcome, welcome, welcome to the Lessons Learned by Lisa show. And today, I have some really attractive, fine, intelligent, business-minded entrepreneurs all the way here in Las Vegas. So without further ado, why don't they introduce themselves to you? Over here I have...
Yes. You got CEO Suave, formerly known as Shaun. I'm the founder and CEO at Koto Bike.
Okay. And over here?
Devin. Mr. Devin, a.k.a. Lisa's son. And I'm one of the part owners of my partner, Shaun, over here at Koto.
Okay, so ladies, see, we have some men up in the house that know how to run a business. So today we're going to dive a little bit on how they balance business, family, whatever comes to their doorway. So I'm going to start with you, Shaun.
Yeah.
What first inspires you to want to do Koto Bikes?
Yeah. So for the most part, it just came from the lack of resources, wanting to be able to own a business, but not really having a starting point. So I kind of had to figure out like a lane that I could get in that I could actually start from scratch. So literally it came from, are we going to do stand-up electric scooters? Are we doing one wheels? Are we doing skateboards? Like, what are we going to do? And then just looking at the market, looking at the way electric scooters sell, it just made all the sense just to get into where the most money was going to be for the future.
Okay, so I want to say if I was a fly on the wall, you started to say, let's have this conversation, and I picked out my man D. Cole and figured out how we gonna make this thing work. What was that like? Why don't you tell the people what it's like when you figure out that I want to be in partnership with somebody and the process and the steps that you may have went through that Devin may not even be aware of before you actually reached out to say, hey, I think I can make a connection.
No, it's a grand point because, man, it took me I think 8 different partners, believe it or not. It's embarrassing to say, it took me 8 partners to get to Devin. And unfortunately, it was because a lot of different scenarios, but I had people literally just disappear. They just gave up. They just were just ghosted. And then I just wouldn't even understand why they would, because I'm thinking this is so promising every step of the way. Why would have people just ghost me? So that was a weird thing to go through.
So your man Devin didn't ghost you?
No.
He followed through.
Yeah.
Devin, why don't you tell me when Shaun came to you and said, hey bro, let's combine efforts and talents and gifts and let's put this thing, make it real in real life. What was the first thing that came to your mind when he came to you? And be honest.
I've never had the level of respect. I've always got approached with urban deals all day long, but I've never got trusted with something of this magnitude in a way. I have never even thought of things like how he came to me of thinking this big, and I just had to be a part of it. It was you obviously coming from Sequoia and in my circle, the way he pitched it to me and just you can hear a little bit how he talks now, the passion and the difference, this is completely different. A couple of my friends from Sequoia have come and seen this, and that almost brought me to tears. So that's the reason it was
the passion, the drive, the commitment, the consistency. His word was his word. So you had character. So that's a big thing in business, because there's a lot of people that go into business, and like you say, they lack that fundamental ingredient of called character, and that's why they ghosted you. So don't worry about it. And no one.
Shout out to the ghosts.
Right. Shout out to y'all.
Ghost made room for the blessing. So now you hopping along and you can now see your dream in reality, lights, camera, action, people can now witness all the hard work. Because I'm sure that people didn't understand that they're seeing what has manifested today, but it took a year and a half almost of y'all collaborating.
That's just a me on board, so I ain't imagine how much he was working before I came.
So, with all that being said, how do you incorporate being a young businessman with family? Because both of you guys, shout out, are now our fathers.
Shout out to that.
So now, the things that you could kind of say, I don't need to do that, I'm good. You now have this young little person that's looking at you to be the answer to everything. So how do you balance business and family?
So honestly, I just try to incorporate family. I just try to keep it a family environment where, like, you know, my kid can come through here, she feels good. Mom can come through here, she feels good. Just to create like a brand that is bigger than me. Like I could get away from here and it'll still be Koto Bike. She can still, my mom can still mention it to her friends, and my daughter can still talk to her classmates about, you know, how cool her dad is. So like, yeah, exactly. Like, everything just kind of came because, and also like I would see so many brands like coming up, like even athletes or rappers, and I would find them becoming like so much bigger than life. Like, you know, even like a rapper, like they come out with a song and now their song is bigger than them, and they just like ride the wave of their song, and then people expect just more and more from them. So like I just kind of wanted to create a brand that like I could continue to pump into something, but like it's not me.
But you can still balance.
Right.
You want this ship to be able to operate. No one knows whether you're in the building or not.
Exactly.
We all have the same heart.
Exactly.
So now, Deco, because you just starting out with the journey. How does it feel the first 3 weeks after giving birth to my first grandson?
I didn't give birth. Man, it's kind of sinking in now. My man got his thing snipped a couple hours ago.
Oh, shit.
Shout out to him.
Right.
But yeah, it's unreal. It makes it even like I've always had the drive to do stuff, but now it's like even more like
Because the drive is no longer about you. Your motivation is that legacy for that next generation.
Exactly.
Oh yeah.
Okay, I got you, fellas. So what are the next kind of things like people can expect from Koto that's coming out? Like, you know, like if I'm coming to Vegas, you know, I'm doing a shout out, I posted my Instagram, hey, y'all should go by Charleston Street, check out these brothers. They got some good stuff going, but what's coming up next down the pipeline?
Man, honestly, just the elevation of everything we already have. Like the scooters themselves, we're gonna have an upgrade. They'll have 2 batteries instead of 1. They'll have louder speakers. They'll go probably 5 miles an hour faster. And in regards to like our merchandise is about to go up. Way better quality, way better just like designs and stuff. And the same thing with like the store. The store is gonna be going up. We're gonna be doing like more festivals in the back patio, so that'll be dope.
Oh, so that's good. So you guys gotta follow Koto Bike, Koto Bike, that's your IG. Because if you are in the Vegas area, you need to come to Charleston Street, check them out, participate in their festivals, because I'm telling you, this fire, they are going to be up. So I just want to say thank you for joining Lessons Learned by Lisa. Now I'm about to go get on a bike and show real folks how you really drive in Las Vegas. And I want to give props and say thank you, Shaun and Devin, for sitting down with me. You know, I'm going to pop back in to see where you guys are at. This is just the beginning, this is the baby stage. But I want to see how they continue to balance as their children go to toddlers and young adults. So check it out. Thank you for watching Lessons Learned by Lisa. Love you real hard.
Yeah, nah, they go like 40.